I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. Some good news in the battle against the novel coronavirus COVID-19, news other cities and towns would love to see. Flagler health official Bob Snyder.
On May 4th, we had no positives. Every single test result, all 126 were negative. The day before, of the 151 test results that we received, we only had one positive. The day before that, 3 positives. The day before that, 3 positives. So we're seeing this really nice trend of, number one, greater number of tests that are being produced and processed, and the positivity rate is going down.
Snyder notes we had been seeing a small uptick in COVID and flu-like illnesses in emergency rooms, but since April 26th, that's also begun to fall. He adds expanded testing and contact tracing will be key to further containing any spread of the virus. Libraries in Bunnell and Palm Coast will reopen next week, Tony Magoo reports.
Next Monday, May 11th, the libraries in Palm Coast and Bunnell will reopen under Phase 1 guidelines. With us this morning is the Flagler County Public Information Officer, Julie Murphy.
The number of people who are going to be allowed within the building, which is set at 95, that's based on the 25% for the Phase 1.
Will there be limits on the hours?
The hours are going to be also a little bit limited. In Palm Coast will be 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, and on Saturday from 9 to 5. The Bunnell branch will be 9 to 5 on Monday through Friday only.
The use of hand sanitizer is strongly encouraged.
We just want to make sure that people are safe, so we're going to be requiring people to get their temperature taken when they come in and to wear face masks.
Are there any limitations on browsing?
We want to encourage people to, kind of browse with their eyes and not with their hands, and they ask staff if they need help or if they have gloves. If they take something off the shelf, if they could leave it on a table, because in that way the book itself can be quarantined before it's put back.
That's what your new day at the library will look like. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
What steps are being taken to successfully reopen area restaurants? John R. King takes a look.
Palm Coast Mayor Melissa Holland says the service industry in the community was hit the hardest by the COVID-19 shutdown, as they're relying on both local customers and visitors for their livelihood. She says that when the governor's order originally came down, the expectation was there would be 50% capacity allowed inside eating establishments, but instead they learned it was just 25%. Holland says a friend suggested a way they could work within that framework and still be successful.
And it's really taking that outdoor space, whether it be a sidewalk, a grassy area, a parking lot that exists outside of our restaurants, and sort of roping it off in an effort to give more outdoor capacity for seating, because there are less restrictions on the outdoor seating capacity. And our hope was if restaurants could quickly take advantage of that and add more capacity, it would help not only support them since they have been shut down, but hopefully support them in the reopening efforts to get them to a stabilized moment sooner rather than later as the governor continues to relax his orders.
In addition to being limited to 25% of their indoor seating capacity, restaurants must also use paper menus, enforce social distancing, and take no parties larger than 10 people. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arcane.
Who polices the percentage of people in businesses once they open? We've heard that Phase 1 starts with 25% capacity of customers and businesses as we come out of COVID-19 isolation. Representative Paul Renner, who represents our area, the 24th State District, says you will be the judge of the percentages.
Businesses are going to do the right thing, too, and they're going to make sure their customers feel comfortable.
Renner said that if you don't feel comfortable going into a restaurant or a shop, you won't go. To listen to the full interview with Representative Paul Renner, download the Flagler radio app and go to the Free for All Friday podcast. Tomorrow, what does the budget look like? From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Rich Carroll.
Flagler Beach City Manager Larry Newsom went back to work Friday after a 3-week medical leave.
My absence had nothing to do with the existing virus issue. It was Lou and some other things. Just trying to get all my strength back, but I have a good staff, so they filled in while I was gone.
Newsom says as the COVID-19 pandemic began, he put into place a succession plan.
Just in case any of us actually went down, so it happened to be me. And the way it falls out is if I go down, fire chief takes over because we feel like the police chief is going to be busy enough. But if fire chief goes down and I'm still down, then fire chief and then the clerk and then our budget and finance director. Fortunately, we never had to get to the bottom of the list.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.